What's up, guys? So on today's video, I'm going to explain one of our rocks or one of our quarterly goals for our business in Q1 of 2022. All right, guys, so here we go. What is one of our Q1 quarterly rocks or quarterly goals, right? So for the first 90 days, one of my goals that I'm in charge of, or my rock that I'm in charge of, is to get our appointment complete percentage from the 50% it was at to the 90% we want it to be at, right? So in our company, we close all virtually. We have lead managers set appointments up for AMs, right? Lead managers set appointments up for acquisition managers or home buying specialists, as we call them. And the home buying specialists will give the sellers the offer. Now, what we were finding is that our LMs would set up 100 appointments, let's say in this example, but we would only complete 50 because by the time we got on the phone with the seller, or the seller wouldn't answer the phone on the appointment, no matter how much follow-up text, drips we did, right? We did drip text to where as soon as they set the appointment, they were alerted every, depending on when the appointment was, but if it was in the same day, like every 2 hours texted for a reminder, right? Now, we were seeing that we were only completing 50%. So 50% of our appointments, we couldn't get a hold of the seller, right? So we quickly shifted, and thanks to the advice of Eric Brewer, one of our mentors, he told us, why don't you guys start putting in place live transfers, which we've always thought about doing, but that was just the extra push we needed. So he's like, you guys need to be at 90%. We go into in-person appointments, and yes, it's obviously going to be more completed appointments when you're in person because you're setting up to go to their house, right? So they can't really ghost you. Yeah, obviously they can, but you know what I'm saying. It's a lot harder for someone when they set up and told you to come to my house at this time that they're not going to be there, right? It's their house. So he said, well, for you guys virtual, let's still set the same standard of 90%. I want appointment to appointment completed. And now start working in live transfers. And so we quickly shifted, got into live transfers. The first week of 2021, we locked up 3 contracts, and all 3 were live transfers. Now fast forward this week, it was the second full week, or last week we had 4 contracts. And guess what? I think it was actually 3 were live transfers again. And then now we're in week 3. We have 4 contracts, and I think we're getting our 5th today. Hopefully it's a Sunday, so God willing. And another 3 were from live transfers. So quickly pivoted, but that's not the rock. The rock is to get it to appointment complete to appointment complete to 90%. And right now we're roughly about 82% on the quarter. So for the first 3 weeks, about 82%. So I just want to share that to you guys. I don't know if you guys, want to start tracking that, but I think it's very important because we weren't tracking appointments completed to contracts, right? So appointments completed to contracts is a lot different number than what we used to track appointments to contract. If we did 100 appointments and we only closed, let's do the example of we closed 100 appointments, we only went on 50 in our old way, and we closed at 20%, which would mean 10 contracts. But if I compare the completed appointments to contract, which is 50 to 10 contracts, 50 appointments completed to 10 contracts, that's a 20% close ratio. So the industry average is around 20-25%, right? So when we were looking at our numbers, we compared it off the 100 appointments, right? Because we assumed that we were completing those. And so if we're only closing 10 out of those, that's 10%. That's terrible. So we're freaking out on our sales. We're like, Joe, we need to get way better. Why are we doing so bad on sales? We're only closing 10%, all blah, blah, blah. Then we realized what the real problem was, is we were tracking the wrong metric. We were tracking appointments to contract. No, you need to track appointments completed to contract, because appointments completed to contract is way more accurate. Again, in my example, if we tracked 50 and we got 10 contracts, that's 20%. But if we did 100, that's 10%. That skews our numbers. Then you start frantically trying to fix your sales process, fixing things that probably didn't need to be fixed because you were already at 20%. So again, now we're our target, I think we're at 24% on the quarter so far, but looking at appointments completed to contracts. So I just want to give you guys that tip. Gain some value, please like, subscribe, and share this video. If you want, any other videos, you want me to make any videos on any other topics, marketing, sales, operations, please leave it down below. And thanks for watching.